Hey everybody, it's Dr. Stephanie Rimka coming to you live from my house, and it's kind of late, and I meant to do some of this stuff this weekend, but I've been doing a lot of other videos, and some of you have been seeing that. I had to come into the office some days that I normally wouldn't have been there. I just actually came home from a documentary, kind of Atlanta screening. Really wasn't exactly a premiere, and sorry, people are blowing me up with texts right now. Of a great friend and who was also a client. She's okay with me saying that, Sophia Wellman. So you can check the hashtag film by Sophia Wellman or look at the trailer, Sophia Wellman, What's Love Got to Do with It? So it's a documentary about love and attachment and the neurophysiology and biology behind that, and attachment, healthy attachment and attachment disorder, and some other things that relate with mental illness, but that also just deal with like love and us and consciousness and us finding ourselves. I do happen to be in it. I have, a couple very short moments. This is the first time I ever saw it. So I was interviewed roughly 3 years ago by her on film, and so this was my first time seeing it. So a lot of us were out there. It was really a beautiful experience, and so I was out there tonight. That's what I did, and I didn't get a chance to do this sooner. So some of you have been seeing that I've been talking about water fasting, and I did one last month. I did a 5-day water fast only, and many of you joined along, kind of watching, and some of you did it and were inspired to come along with us, and I was part of a larger fasting group. I've decided to go ahead and do one again this month, and I'm starting tomorrow. I was trying to figure out my timing, and I went ahead and said, actually Tuesday is my birthday. And I was like, do I really want to be fasting on my birthday? So I use this week and this weekend to like eat all my things and whatever. And that's what I'm doing. And so I'm choosing again, I'm looking at turning 45, having a little bit of slight emotional, like that number is closer to 50, right? So I'm like, I'm on the late 40s now. So it's a different thing to say. But I'm fine. Just saying, the reality of this is doing what it's doing. So I'm thinking, well, what better way to celebrate myself and all that than to grow more stem cells and make myself younger? Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm taking this whole week. I'm going to work like normal, hopefully, and everything's going to be okay. So 5-day water fast. Real quickly, why am I doing it, and why am I doing it 5 days? The real magic comes in if you can do it 5 days, right? Because the first 3 days, your body's kind of setting itself up. You're getting into ketosis. You're burning up all the sugar stores that you basically have in your body. Then you'll be fine. What did you say? You'll be fine, yeah. I'm just reading people's comments when they're timing it. It's distracting. I should do it. On the 4th day, you're dealing with a huge increase in what we call, hang on, thought I had to sneeze. 4th day, wow, autophagy. What is that? That means the body's ability to go around and find all the parts of my cells that need to be replaced. Like no different than a car. If the brake pads need to be replaced, the oil needs to be changed, whatever. This is a process the cell does all the time, and a healthy cell should be doing. Well, if we get diseased, have some pathology, have a lot of inflammation, been exposed to something, we're just not doing as well, heavy metal burden, there'd be a number of reasons why this is, why autophagy gets decreased. Eating a lot of sugar, eating frequently, those are reasons just alone. So even if you're not sick at all, but you eat 6 meals a day, and you eat even a lot every day, that's not normal. Humans did not evolve to feast, 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 and feast, feast, and feast, feast some more on food. We used to go through very natural famine cycles. It used to be very common to eat once or twice a day, or eat 2 times this day and not eat tomorrow, and then eat 3 times the next day and not eat for the next day. Very normal. Humans been doing this a long time. So anyway, that process gets stopped with the frequency of eating alone. But then what we eat, nowadays is terrible. So first 3 days, we're burning up the sugar all over the place, getting the body to switch over and become a fat burner, learn how to do that. Then we suddenly, on the 4th day, we increase that whole process called autophagy, meaning my cells are going to increase their ability to go in and find all the old, broken down parts of the cell and get rid of them. upgrade my cells. What a better gift to give myself on my birthday, right? What a better way to roll into the second half of my life, probably, right? Than giving my body that rest and the ability to do that. Then on the fifth day, we have this real magical process. It starts on the fourth day too, but the fifth day, you really get the benefit. Your body increases how much stem cells it makes. What are stem cells? Stem cells are the cells that can become anything. They go then and they lay down new tissue. So I'm dealing with recovering my body from some injuries and some illnesses. So I want it to go in and eat up the broken down stuff, and I needed to increase the stem cells so it can lay down a better discs in my low back, a better SI joint cartilage, better muscle tissue. Does that, you understand? So that's why we do this. This is the whole point. I'll be regulating inflammation. I'll be dealing with making my cells more flexible and more sensitive to all my hormones, glucose, insulin, thyroid hormone, estrogen, testosterone, growth hormone. So I'm upregulating every time. A basic recommendation for someone, if they have this, to give you just an overview on why do we do just water only fasting. And by water only, I mean water only. That isn't coffee, that isn't tea, that isn't vitamin water, that isn't fizzies. It's just nothing. It is water. It's not bubbly water. It's not LaCroix. It is some clean reverse osmosis or spring water. Done. No supplements or nothing. The only thing, you can wash yourself, use soap. There's always controversy about shampoos. It's brushing the teeth, though, you don't want to do, because the toothpaste, you can use it with just water. But toothpaste has stuff in it that it starts to create digestive enzymes in your mouth, and it starts the whole digestive process. So you're wasting energy, and it kind of confuses the body. So that's why we would say just don't brush your teeth. So what am I going to do? I'm going to wake up. I'm going to drink a lot of water. I'm not going to brush my teeth with toothpaste. I'm going to, just use water. And I'm going to go along like normal. Ideally, people can really rest a lot. For me, the last time I did this last month, the first 3 days were really easy. The fourth and fifth day were actually really hard for me. But that can always change. And the fourth and fifth day were hard because it was showing the sluggishness of my mitochondria. Usually it's the first 3 days that are kind of hard. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see how the week goes. So Monday through Friday, I'm not going to eat anything but water. Eat some drink. Hot water, I'll probably put a little salt in things from now and then because that feels great. And then on Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to have a 500 calorie meal. And on Sunday, I'll have a 500 calorie and twice, so I'll have 1,000 calories that day, and I'll explain all that. But that's the big picture. So some of you who did it, I know some of you know I'm doing this. You were going to kind of join me, but I'll go through every day a little bit. Why do we do this? Questions that have come up recently have been about dry fasting, which is there's a lot of trend around this, around not doing anything. You drink nothing, and some people saying it's more powerful. I'm on the fence around that. I'm not saying it's dangerous, but it's not something I'm recommending. So it's about I'll drink water. I'll drink it even when I'm not thirsty. Some people say just drink when you're thirsty. I will drink a little bit before that because I don't feel like my thirst sensing mechanism is great. I just won't ever be thirsty if I listen to that. My signaling isn't that good yet. So because I'm a little disordered, I think I'm going to start, my day with drinking water and just try, continue throughout the day. So, but that's why. Yeah, I'll lose weight and stuff like that. That's going to happen. And typically when you lose weight in a fast, you're going to gain about half of it back, which is normal. So some people in that 5 days, I've seen people lose 15 pounds. Some people will lose only 4, right? But it depends on the number, how much fat you have to lose and how much autophagy you need to do, how much cellular breakdown is necessary. So if somebody has to lose 100 pounds, they're going to lose a lot of weight in 5 days usually, right? I don't have to lose that much. So I'll lose a little bit, but you expect once you start eating again, half of it's going to come back because it's water, and that's okay because it's holding inflammation. So for any of you who you watch the last one, you're kind of looking at it, you don't have to do this with me. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it for my own health and healing, and I'll slowly go over why am I doing it and what am I getting out of it. You can certainly get a little fatigued. You can certainly get hungry. There's a lot of emotional stuff around, like, oh my God, I need to just eat something because, I really like the cravings and emotional stuff will come up. It's really interesting. So by the 5th day last time, I wanted to eat, my coffee table. But I don't even know if I was that hungry, if I was just going crazy, right? So we'll see what happens this time, and hopefully I can keep up my pace. Ideally, I'd be resting, but I got a lot of work to do, so. That's that, you guys. Check out the film by Sophia Wellman, What's Love Got to Do with It. That won't be rolling out probably here in the States for a year or two, and we'll let you know. But I'm in it. It was kind of cool. So my first film. So anyway, it was a good night. It's a good birthday night, and I'll keep you guys posted so you can learn about how to take charge of your health with fasting and intermittent fasting and, all that kind of stuff. All right, guys. Ciao.